Find the determinant of the 3 by 3 matrix with entries 2, 1, 0, 0, -2, 4, 0, 1, and -3. I'm going to rewrite this with vertical bars to signify that we're looking at the determinant. And remember, when we're taking the determinant of a 3 by 3 matrix, we have to write it in terms of determinants of 2 by 2 matrices. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the entries in the first row, 2, 1, and 0, and we are going to take each of those and multiply those by the determinants of the matrices that we get when we delete the row and column that each of those is in. So we'll start with 2, and if we delete the row and the column that 2 is in, we're left with a smaller 2 by 2 matrix, and we're going to multiply 2 by the determinant of that. Then remember, we have a subtraction before the second element. The second element here is 1, and we have to multiply that by the determinant of the matrix we get if we delete the row and the column that 1 is in. So we're left with 0, 4, 0, and -3 if we end up deleting those elements, those rows and those columns. And then afterwards we have a plus. Remember, we always start with the first entry and then the opposite of the next entry and then the third entry itself. If this was a 4 by 4 matrix, we would take the first entry, the opposite of the second, the third, and the opposite of the fourth. It's basically plus, minus, etc. And so here we have plus 0 times the determinant of the matrix we would get if we delete the row and column that 0's in. Of course, this doesn't actually matter because 0 times anything is 0. So whatever this matrix determinant is will not have an impact on the final answer. So let's focus on the other ones. Here we've got 2 times the determinant of this matrix. To figure out the determinant of this 2 by 2 matrix, we need to multiply. -2 times -3 is +6, minus 1 times 4 is 4. And then we've got -1 times this determinant. 0 times -3 is 0, minus 0 times 4 is also 0, and then plus 0 times, it doesn't really matter what this determinant is, but both of the products have zeros in them, so it's still going to be 0 minus 0. So if we look at each of these, we've got 2 times 2 minus 1 times 0 plus 0 times 0. The only non-zero term here is the first one. 2 times 2 is 4. And so the determinant of our original matrix here is 4. And that is our final answer.